Так. 8-0.
Soldier Field opened back in 1924 with the Bears becoming tenants in 71, and what a home field advantage it has become here in Chicago. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here. As it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Chicago Bears. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Play action, now Purdy. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey.
Закрыто было, куда он
before being tackled. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he's got it across midfield and into territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
The first catch of the game for George.
Пас набросал. Перехватит.
Inside the 30. So 8 yards on the completion there. And they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. They'll get forward for 3 down the 16-yard line.
Not a run that you're going to write home with that, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
16.
Now a 2nd and 6. Back to throw, Purdy. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. And the 49ers are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken
И
down.
теперь можно объем.
Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. And now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams march it right to the goal line and not cash in. They got something dialed up here that puts it in the end zone.
Как бросил. Мам. Высоко. Да. Он стоял юзером. Я увидел, что открывается Дженникс.
And the 49ers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0.
Контекст что-то.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Так, погнали. Ответочка.
It takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Так, а чё я не посмотрел-то его-то? Эй, где-то. 49-го против Чикаго статистика.
Looking to put a drive together.
205 дня выносит активно достаточно. Это как будто вынос был. Ой, перехватывать бы хорошо, но там, конечно, никого не было. Но... Так,
They were right there on every single ball thrown and came away with 5 interceptions.
Looking to throw is Williams. Pass complete to Loveland. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
To throw, Williams.
Прием. Нет, вдруг, слава богу. Я уж охерел бы, если бы он принял, блядь. Так, 3-0, хорошо.
We saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
A 40-yard punt given 3 on the return.
Хорошо.
Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And they spent all week in practice and meetings talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents. And that's not a play that you see all that often at the start of a drive, but some teams, they don't mind doing it. And that one, well sold by the offensive lineman. They showed the pass, and then they got out into space, able to get some good blocks downfield and allow the play to be successful.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. Loose inside the 30. Christian McCaffrey. And he's going to get this all the way down to the 2 before he's
Ой, же помешал.
89 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
First down. First and goal at the 2-yard line.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal. James. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal.
Good work there, holding them out on first down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
Second and goal from the 1. On the ground with a rookie from Auburn. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up.
Yeah.
That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
After playing like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. They'll look to throw on third and goal. That is caught by the tight end Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the 49ers are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make the score 14-7.
Надо еще бы разок остановить. Если он начинает ускорить. И плохо.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has
Даже не play action, а я купил.
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
To the air, Williams. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
What is that?
To throw, it's Williams. They'll set up the screen for Hall. And he will yardage as he's brought down at the 41. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion.
And that's a gutsy call there on 3rd and short, because that's a play that's got a good chance of being blown up in the backfield for a big loss of yardage. But nice job out wide to gather in that screen pass, use his blockers well, and pick up the 1st down.
What is it on?
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he'll be stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Так. 3-1. Может быть и вынес.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. Here's Williams.
Атаклить мы будем
сегодня? Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And a nice job by the two of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the first down.
There's a short one caught by Loveland. The Bears at 500 now, 4-4 on the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
Back to the ground with Hall. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. Call it a game 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with third down coming up.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
From the gun on third down, Williams. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Это новый дефенс. Сейчас он так сожжет до конца, потом мы не занесем ничего, потом он начинает и сразу.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
They'll look to throw here on first down.
Это Ворм бросили. Поактивнее поиграть.
Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Williams. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
To the air once more, Williams.
Бросил зону, зал Лондон побежал.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 16. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
At the 16-yard line.
Okay.
What is up?
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Reed Blankenship delivering the hit.
And there's the pickup you want on first down. All offenses say, you get me 4 on first down, we'll take it. How about if you get 5? They'll really be happy.
Now 2nd and 5.
What is up?
Paul want to give up the middle.
Да, блядь, ну куда вы бежите-то от него?
They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
What is up?
They'll run with Hall. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
What is it on?
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
Как я ему так помню.
This one in for a Bears touchdown. Colston Loveland, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bears are back within a score. Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. makes it 14-7. And we're going to stop play here at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
Окей.
Touchdown here,
Так, мне надо
Santos
сейчас
to kick
что-то...
this one away.
Очки какие-то желательно набрать сейчас.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Играем все, блин. И чё?
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Second down, 8 to go from the 28.
Watch out!
Now Purdy.
Ой-ой-ой-ой-ой-ой-ой.
On the slant, and it's intercepted. Then he will bring
Он увидел, я в юзера бросил. Плюхам, плюхам. Блин. Не эти очки я хотел набирать.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8.
What is up? Vegas! Vegas!
Looking to throw. Williams. The quick slant caught. And he'll be taken down after a pickup of about 7 as the clock will stop here for the
Подарили опять мой шанс.
We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter. 14-7. Here comes 3rd and about a foot.
What is up? Here we go.
Back to throw. Williams. Open man. He finds Komet. Touchdown, Chicago. A 1-yard touchdown.
Зачем бросать перед...
And the Bears are an extra point away from evening this one up.
I feel like I'm back in school. What was that book, you know? It was the best of times, it was the worst of times. This has been a tale of 2 quarters so far. They trailed 14-0 after 1. How about the rally we've been watching?
Yeah, a couple of touchdowns. PAT here to tie it up. This is a good ball game all of a sudden. Santos with the extra point. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Так, ладно.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. Well, they've got it 1st and 10.
Опасный был он.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Up and hit behind the line. He lost the football.
Консервы.
And this ball recovered by the offense, but remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown down, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. Here's Purdy. Into space at the 45. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. 15 for the Niners there and a 1st down.
Well, they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the 1st half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the 2nd half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. From a couple of yards beyond midfield, here's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, Purdy. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. That'll give him 8 that time. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Throwing here, Purdy. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Get set, get set. 18, 53.
Purdy will set up to throw it here.
Открывался круг, его застал.
Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Now a 2nd and 10. Purdy looking to throw. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Purdy now to throw. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. Sanders' kick is good. And that
Только вот без перехвата то же самое надо было сделать.
A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this third quarter.
Глупый перехватик бросил этот. Нет.
To about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
Ой-ой-ой.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always...
Почему так проебались-то?
He's getting the ball to start the second half. How about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? They'll put that all together, come out with something really smart, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter. And normally when you think about huge, beautiful, big plays like this, it's that shifty slot receiver, that burner on the outside. Not here. That's a tight end doing work down the field. Where's the oxygen mask? He's going to need it after that one. A big, big play.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. A toss left side for Hall. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
Now from the 7, here's second and goal.
Yes. Tempo.
Looking to throw. Williams. Now he's going to step up and run. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
They'll look to throw forward with Williams.
Блять, я же выбежал перед ними, вот бежал зачем-то в сторону. Это, блин, бюзер, он кидал мне перехват. Сука, обидно как. Я еще право-лево перепутал. Блять. Это был пик.
To this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there. What a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they finally get to him out near midfield, but he's all the way across the 45 to the 46.
Yeah.
In a tie game, both sides are looking for something to give them an advantage. It often falls back on special teams, and that return, that could be the spark to untie the game.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And their 3-point halftime lead gone now, back to a tie game. But, Charles, I don't imagine that changes too much for this offense.
I would agree. I don't think it changes much at all, whether it's a 3-point lead or a tie game. They know they have their work cut out for them, and they were going to run their offense in the same vein. And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time we're preparing for a solid gain.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter. Purdy. Throw outside. McCaffrey's got it. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
They certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
They'll
Кнопки перепутал. Слава богу. Я в квадрат хотел бросать.
Purdy will look to throw again here. This one caught by Kittle. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. George Kittle with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the 49ers have moved out in front. So this game tied at the half, but we are tied no more. A touchdown there on the opening sequence of this third quarter.
And what a great drive put together by their offense.
Так, теперь дефенс.
And they executed it almost to perfection, coming right out of the locker room. Now they're feeling good about their chances here in the second half.
Мэн-то-мэн против трех
Now
тайтендов
after the
мы больше не
touchdown,
играем.
ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. That went to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
Ну почти. Просто чтоб пока...
Second and 10. Throwing is Williams. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Straight ahead is Hall.
Теклинга нету никакого. Ну ёб твою мать, ну Уорнер.
Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
From the 43, here's second and a yard. They'll go again with Hall.
Вот.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Working out of the gun, Williams. And he will not be able to hang on to the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And they call it 38 yards on the clock. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Second down and right back to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 122 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
McCaffrey on the counter to about the 40-yard line.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
Get set. Get set. 21. Watch out.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Back to throw, Purdy. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down.
Чуть не
Tackles made here at the Bears 40. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
First down, San Francisco.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10, right at the 40. Back to throw. Purdy. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And he'll work it inside the 21-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong, but the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. In motion, the tight end. A handoff left, McCaffrey. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
Maybe the old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone getting the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach.
And across the chalk, into the end zone. Touchdown. Christian McCaffrey.
Guter Licks. Wie immer, du kommst in richtige Zeit. Direkt bei dem Touchdown zum McCaffrey. Gute. Jetzt ist es ein bisschen einfacher. Ein bisschen ausatmen.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Defense. Die fucking defense.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. The last series form, little disappointing, forced to punt.
Du bist der Beste und auch meine beste Fan. In dem Chat, es gibt nur Links von mir für YouTube, auf YouTube, weißt du, für meine Spiele. Und mache das nur für dich. Du bist alleine, der kommt. Ja, kommt auch Flo manchmal, aber er ist nur laufen.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw, Williams. That's complete. Romadunze. And from the 25, they move this to the 29. A gain of 4.
Das muss so intercepted werden. Das muss intercepted werden. Aber okay.
The offense on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 5.
Handicap. Eieiei, das war falsch. Stopp. Geil.
You're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Yes.
They'll go. Here's Williams. There's a short throw.
Ay.
And he will have a first down as they get into the ground at the 37.
Hab ihn zu spät gesehen.
The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
At the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll give the Hall. A 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Looking to throw is Williams. Over the middle, complete. That's Hall. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
I got him, man. He's mine.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To the air, Williams. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Okay.
So far as the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. Here's Williams. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made.
Muss mit dem weiterlaufen. Eieiei.
Gain of 22. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
He's got this complete to Burden. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
To throw, it's Williams. Oh, a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch.
War auch ein bisschen zu spät.
Picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
They'll look to throw again. There's Hall.
Uiuiui, falsch. Falsch gedrückt. Ach, boom, 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 boom.
And the Bears have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
Oh, they're out.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown.
Makes the score Niners 31, Bears 24. Santos to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
Okay.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now.
Naja.
The 49er offense set to get this
Das kann
drive underway.
passieren.
And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all three timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
It's a loss of 2.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
Oi, oi, oi.
Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Now Purdy. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Haben Chance gegeben.
To surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
This is taken at the 23. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and the Bears take over. This is 1st and 10. Now Hall to start the drive.
Winner.
Tough run, but for a short gain out near the 30.
Rush hat mir sehr überrascht.
It's 2nd and 8.
And now an audible here into something else. He's back to throw. Williams looking to do it himself. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. Third and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. And if you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback and then make sure you blanket the field.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40.
Mann, was?
First down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Back to throw. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath.
Не надо переключаться, блядь, на...
Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Корнербеков.
Just over 30 seconds remain. Here's 2nd and 10 now. They'll look to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up third down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Yes. Tempo.
Back to throw. And he takes a shot on the release.
Noch einmal, bitte.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
First down. First and 10 at the 17.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. So their final drive
Das war knapp.
comes up empty. And with
Das war
that,
knapp.
the game is over.
Danke, Lex, dass du wiederkommst.
What a finish to this one.
Bringt's mir Glück.
This offense, they had it
Wir
down
sehen uns
inside
morgen.
the red zone, but ultimately couldn't execute that final snap to find the end zone.
Yeah, they're going to walk away from this one, and you know what's going to go through their heads
Ja.
the entire time.
Thanks for watching. Danke für Unterstützung. Спасибо за просмотр. Пока.
Maybe with a different play call.
Sieg, Auswärtssieg,
So for the
Auswärtssieg.
Niners, it's an important win for their postseason hopes as they at least get back to 4-5. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for Chicago,